If you go to your resources, you're going to find 𝗙𝗃 and as well last update MCode. So if you double click it, you're going to have something that looks just like this. So all you have to do is to copy this from here. That is all you need. You don't have to write a single MCode. So we're going to walk through on how to actually get this one to give us, the last updated. So it's not really important, but I just feel like I want to show you how it works in case your boss or your client says, I want to have the last refresh date. I want to actually show you how to do that. So we'll close it, and we can actually close this as well. So we are here to get this done now. We have to go to our data here. So make sure you click on the cell, don't select any card. So go to data. And from data, you'll see this particular get data. So we are supposed to create a blank, blank query. Yeah, that is what we want. So we have to look for where we can actually create blank query from. So once I navigate through now, so I think I can create my blank query from other services. So you scroll down, and you see where it says blank query. So it's going to take us to 𝗙𝗃 where we have nothing sitting there, but just a blank query just like this. So this is what we have. So are we supposed to paste this right here? No. So go ahead and click on this particular advanced editor. And inside advanced editor, we don't need this because already the code we've copied has this already. So we can just get it off, delete it, and paste in the code. So you can see we have it here. So this one will definitely create the current refresh date for us by clicking on done. So here we have it. So all we can do now is just to see how to, we're going to change this to, sorry for that. Okay, we're going to change this to date and time, which it is. So now it's actually on days and time is correct. So now, if you look at the time of refresh here now is going to be the system time. So let me show you what I'm talking about. So now 8:46 a.m. The date here is actually February 23, 2023 here. So can you see February 23, 2023, 8:48 a.m. I want to refresh this again. It's at 8:46.33, which is the seconds. So every single time you refresh, it will change. That is what the refresh date is. Every single time you refresh, this won't change. This is the millisecond. This is the seconds. So once you've done this now, you can name this one to last update. Date. So here we go. So we can just go ahead and load this one into our module as well. So create the connection, add this to the data module. So it's gonna get added here. So give it some time. Get to close this. So here we have it. So it is time for we to create our analysis, sheet. So right here, we're going to go into this here and go to insert, and from insert, we want to go to this. I will create our pivot table here. So what we want to get now is just this. So we're going to drag this right here. So it's giving us 1 because it is date. So what if we drag here? That gives us what we want. So let's just see how we can format this quickly. So I'm going to come here. I'll go to grand total. I'm going to turn it off. We don't want anything for that. So I want to go to page report layout. I'm going to say in tabular form. That's just me the date last refreshed. Date last refreshed. So it is time for me to customize this to what will look very okay. So right here now, we're going to Ctrl+1 to bring the format cell here. And the next thing we go to custom. Under custom, you can see different, date format we have. We don't have the desired one here. What can we do? we have to customize ours. So all you need to do is just to actually understand how this works. So first of all, I'm going to clear this away. We don't actually need it. So get this off. So the next thing we're going to do right now is to actually start with the day. So watch this particular sample here. So if I type in the day, that gives me 23, which is today's date, right? So it depends on the delimiter you want to use. You can use the space delimiter. So me, I'm going to use this particular dash delimiter here. So now is the month. Give me the short month. If I add one now, it gives me the full month. I don't want to have the full month. I want to take one off it and use that dash again. Then I've just done the month, and the year is the next thing. So the 4y gives me my full year. That is beautiful. So I can just give a space by this time and open a bracket. So inside my bracket, I want to have the time that we actually, refresh this here. So, and to do that now, I am going to select a particular one from here. If I scroll down a little bit, we should find it here. Okay, that's going to be this one here. Oh, that's actually condemn everything. So what can we do? We have to just copy this away from here. So Ctrl+C to copy it. So is it this one actually? Yo, sorry for that. I've just copied that one there. What I'm going to do right now is to quickly just do this. Use the dash, use the dash. So YY into 4 places. Now you give a space, you open bracket and paste this one in. So we can write it out. Nothing actually, it's difficult there, but just you want to use the lazy way. So I'm going to actually have to close this. So that is all we want. So we can just go ahead and click on OK, and that gives us something like this. You get it? So if I go back to the previous one we've created, you can see what we have right here is just exact the same thing, right? So all we need now is last update here, and this icon here. Let's go back here. So we can just go back, and now we can close this. So we come to this insert, and we get this, drag it down. So I told you I'm going to go back to my top ribbon here and go to view and turn back this formula bar, because we will have to get things from under sheet. So equal sign, then you come back to your sheet and you pick this. I think it's the high time I rename this sheet right here to analysis. That is beautiful. So if I come back here now, you can see what we have in here. So we have to give it, a very nice formatting. So let us go to the top ribbon. So I want to put it on 11, and it's okay with this. I just want to use something like this that is a bit faded into the background. So we have to just double click it, or Ctrl+1 rather. So we take the fill and the outline off. So we're going to have to shift this right to this particular part here, and it's in the middle of it. So right now we can get the same thing and just double it. Once you double click it, it's going to activate this and last update. So here we go. So all we need to do now is just to change this one to be more like this. Then you can put it on bold. So something like this. So we can bring this one right here. So just take your time to actually get this done. You're gonna have something very cool. So after this now, we have to get an icon. So it depends on the version you're using. I just wish you update your version of Excel. So go to insert and go to illustrations. So now you can see these icons here. So click on it. So make sure you have internet connection. And from there, so we can just scroll down a little bit. So and find this and this here. It depends on which one you want to use. I want to use this thick one. So I'm going to click on OK. So now I can just do this. So we can have this right here. It's still much. We have to reduce it. So we can just have this here. And now we can just change the color to something like this. So what about this? Nicely done, right? So we've just completed this, and this is exactly what it is. So now you can see what we have, 8:47:26 seconds. So if we go ahead now to our power pivot here, right here, and actually refresh this, it's going to change what we have in here. So now it has changed it to 8:57. So if I have this closed and step back into Excel worksheet, so it has changed for me. This is what this one stands for. So you might be thinking like, what the heck is this? But one day you will definitely need this in your career. So you've known how to do this, not just to beautify your dashboard, but gives you the last time this was updated, this was refreshed rather, whatever you want to call it.